Howdy, folks. What's going on? This is Outlaw Hatfield back at you one more time. Guys, I know I'm running about 20 minutes late here. I got to doing something and just completely lost track of time tonight. So, it happens. You know, I don't have a little buzzer sitting in my ear to remind me what's going on and when. Hey, Gunpowder, how you doing? Um, In fact, I haven't even got links sitting out yet. So it's just been one of those times. Uh-oh. And right now everything has just locked up on me. So, great. It's trying to send out a link and everything locked up. Let's try that again. One more time. No, it's not working at all. Well, I don't know what to do here. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. This thing is completely locked up.
Howdy, folks. What's going on?
Okay, let's try this again. Wow. That was a pain in the ass. Something happened again, Gary. Same thing happened last night.
Yeah, when I first come in there, it says you're the only one in the hangout.
Oh, well, you know. I do not know what's going on. Every time I go to send a link to somebody, it just locks up on me. So, I don't know if it's my computer or Google that's screwing up. Something damn sure ain't straight.
I don't know, man.
I blame Scotsman. He's out there.
Yeah, it's his fault.
Yep. In fact, it's so much his fault. I'm about to send him a link and get him in here and cuss him out about it. How about that?
Might as well, so you can tell him in person.
Yep. We're just going to handle this one straight up.
You missed out. RL was on earlier for an hour or so.
Oh, yeah, I did miss out on that.
Quite a few in there.
Yeah. Well, I was over on gun channels about all day.
He said he sent you a link.
I never got it. But that's not a big surprise. Yeah, I have some. I need to do some talking with Scotsman anyway about some things that might be coming up in my life. I need to do some talking with Scotsman anyway. I'm trying to get that job at PSA, and he's probably got information that'd come in handy.
Probably.
Yeah. Give me some advice on working in a gun shop. I said gun shot, not shop. See where my mind's at, don't you?
Yeah.
When's the last time you went shooting, Gary?
It's been quite a while.
It's been a little bit for me too.
Way too long.
Well, I'm hoping if I get this other job, I'll be doing a lot more. But who knows? It's just a matter of, what they let you do and what they don't. So,
yeah.
But I don't know if we get discounts on range time or if we get free range time or what have you. What I do know is I do get discounts on certain things. They said it wasn't much of a discount when it came to the firearms because, they're firearms.
Right.
So, but on other stuff such as ammunition or, any kind of gear. So, we'll see. Gunpowder, if you're still out there, I sent you a link. Rich, I'm sending you a link over on the gun channel side. So we will get you guys in here and get you straightened out and get this show started. I'm sure y'all have better things to do than just listen to me and Gary go back and forth, but you've listened to it before.
Probably once or twice.
Oh, yeah. Talked to Ghost yesterday, and we are going to be setting up another one-on-one, just me and him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll talk about how his year's been. He's got some things coming up, so let's see what's going on there.
When you gonna do that?
I don't know yet. Probably next week, Monday, Tuesday. I know he works early in the morning, so I don't want to keep him up all night. So I might do that one on a Tuesday show. Just maybe. Scotsman, how you doing, buddy?
I'm all right, brother. How are you?
I'm good. It helps if you take yourself off mute.
I showed up because I was promised a good cussing out, so that's why I'm here.
Well, you're a dumb son of a bitch. How about that?
That was pretty piss poor pathetic. But
Yeah, well, it's the best I got right now. You need to stop fucking around with YouTube, man. Because you start fucking around with YouTube, and they start fucking around with everybody else.
yeah, YouTube can eat a ball of dicks.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That right there.
Well, in Scotsman's defense, they do have little gummy-shaped candies that, so you literally could eat a bowl of them.
Hey, yeah, well, and we know Scotsman likes gummies.
Not as much as Jen.
Well, Jen likes the real thing. What are you talking about?
Jan likes things that are long and hard in its mouth. And I did say its mouth. Because I'm not real sure.
He's not even here to defend himself.
Oh, it's his fault for making the name. You make a name like that, you don't live it down.
But
No, he'll never live it down.
Defending himself is neither here nor there. because even when he tries, it don't work. So, and I sent him a link too, by the way. I hadn't seen Alan in a while. And
And Mad Sexy, it's not balls of dicks, it's bulls of dicks. I know Scotsman can't be understood sometimes by some people, but he was saying bull of dicks, not ball of dicks.
Yeah, ball of dicks, man. Ball of dicks. Big ball of dicks.
yeah, Jam would be happy with either way, bowl or ball.
Or a bowl of balls.
Well,
I
well,
don't
there
know,
you go.
man. To make a bowl of them, I mean, a ball of them, rather. They should talk about the gummies. I mean,
Mm.
that would be awful painful to a lot of people.
So Scotsman, have you heard that I have put in an application and have done an interview with PSA?
No, because you didn't text me and tell me. So how the hell would I know?
Well, I've done a show or two about it, and
I've missed your last few ones, brother. I'm sorry.
don't be sorry. Just show up for the next one.
Well, you know, it's
Mm.
tough sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know. But yeah, I did the interview. The interview went well. So, what advice could you give somebody that's about to possibly have a job selling guns?
The best advice I can give you, and I told Roll Call the same thing, is be very careful. Take your time with all paperwork. Double checking and crossing the T's, dotting the I's, and all that good jazz. It's not just double checking; it's triple checking and everything else. Have someone check your work. You know, that's one of the biggest pieces of advice I can give you is have someone check your work. Learn from someone that's been there for a long time. Pay attention to what they do, what they know, and just try to pick up. And the other piece of advice I'd
The hell happened there? Did you mute yourself?
no, some other jackass did.
Oh, well. Which one of you jackasses muted him?
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, someone else muted me, but I don't know who it was. But I
I
don't know.
was muting my TV because I just realized I had it unmuted. I forgot it was on.
That's all right. Anyway, but no, take your time, learn the process. And the other thing that I did when I first got into the industry was I studied all the ATF regulations, top to bottom, for about 6 months straight, because I wanted to make sure I knew it back to front.
Well, you know, see, this is a wonderful thing about this community. If I've got questions about anything, I know I can come to you guys, and you're right there on the ball with an answer. And Scotsman, I will probably be using you as a valuable resource if I get this job. So,
Yeah, you're more than welcome, brother. You got my number.
yes, I do. And you know, Gunpowder, how are you?
I want to see.
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
We are good, Gunpowder. It's been a minute since you've been on my show.
I know I've been a little preoccupied, but I'm glad that I could finally make it back. Thank you for the invite.
Oh, you're very welcome. Where's your husband?
Well, you know, that handsome devil is right there.
Hi guys.
Hey, see, we get the best of both worlds. We invite one, we get both. So, how's things in Michigan? Anything new occur?
No, we're trying to find some property, you know, because this girl needs a gun range so I can shoot on my property. Other than that, we're just looking for houses that have land and enjoying the cooler weather.
Well, I tell you what, we all hope the best for you guys. We know this move wasn't easy
Thank
for
you.
you, and we know that it's been a bit of a struggle, but we wish you the best. We hope you get up there and succeed beyond your wildest dreams.
It really wasn't that hard of a move. I mean, the travel was a little much, but the decision to move, it was really easy. It's hot in Texas and it's cooler up here, so you know I pretty much had my bags packed the day he said, "You want to move?"
Well, I'll tell you what's going to be funny is when you go through that first winter and you realize just how cold can get.
Yeah, just wait till December and January hit.
Hey, listen, okay. If it gets too cold, I'll go into mama bear mode and I'll just hibernate till it gets warmer.
You do realize that 2 toddlers ain't gonna let that happen.
Listen, 2 toddlers, we can find a lot of activities to do indoors instead of freezing our butts off outside.
Oh no, the kids are
I
gonna want to
don't
go out and play in
have
the
to
snow.
drive.
Kids are gonna
Well,
want to go out
that's
there and play in the snow. That ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna be able to stay inside all year.
Hey, that's totally fine. We can go outside, play in the snow for like 30 minutes, and then I'll be like, who wants some funny bunny coffee? And then we'll totally come inside and make some
That's a
Nesquik.
bad idea. When you're outside playing in the cold, you do not go right inside and drink something hot right away.
No, that's bad.
That's extremely bad. You can actually put yourself into a severe state of shock doing that.
Okay, then why do the people that work on the roads drink hot coffee while they're doing it?
Because they're drinking hot coffee while they're doing it. There's a big difference.
Okay, well then I'll go inside, make some funny bunny coffee, and then we'll go back outside and drink it. It'll be all right. I don't know. I really hope that my kids just let me hibernate.
You gotta drink it the whole time. You can't just all of a sudden do it because you go outside, play, you go back inside, make it, and you go back outside drinking, and you're still drinking something hot after you've been outside playing in the cold. It's still not a good thing.
Okay, I'll make it before we go outside.
There you go. Now you're
getting the idea.
Man, make me have extra steps, why don't you? All right.
No,
yeah, I really am excited.
We're just trying to keep him from having some kind of stroke.
Yeah, seriously.
Listen, that would just make it easy for Tardot. He ain't got to deal with my moody butt.
No, then you have to deal with you more.
I'm Kylie's doctor.
Your Kylie's a doctor? That's scary. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, come here, bud.
Have you found any local? Have you found any local gun ranges out there yet,
I have found a few gun ranges, but none that I am able to go to. Come here. No, let me see.
I don't want you to take the Band-Aid.
We gotta change it, bud.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll put a new one on. I'll let you take it off, and we'll put a new one on.
Is it bleeding?
It's not bleeding, but you got to take it off so we can put a new Band-Aid on.
First aid in the Outlaw Hatfield chat.
I don't want you to.
Really?
Somebody's got a boo-boo, and the gunpowder's going to fix it for them.
Okay, so, it's a little funny because my son is usually a butthead to his sister. Well, last night, his sister decided that she was going to hit him in the head with this.
What
Wonderful.
the hell is this?
Okay, so you put it on a light, and it's got the Twin Towers, and it's got the American Eagle, and the American flag, and so it lights up, and it's all pretty. And it says, God bless and protect America. I loved it. But apparently it got used as a weapon for my son's forehead last night. So it made a nice little gash on his forehead.
Yeah, those will definitely give you a nice ouchie.
My forehead got hurted.
Yeah, your forehead got hurted, but we got to change your Band-Aid.
It's hurt.
Y'all see what I got to deal with?
And by the way, Snob's wife is out there saying that Snob said that after this Christmas you'll have 3 kids, and after this winter you'll have 3 kids.
Wait, see what?
Snob's wife out there in the chat is saying Snob said that after this winter you'll have 3 kids.
Yeah.
After this winter, well, Tardot and I have actually had that discussion because, I'm gonna need to stay warm. And that is a very good possibility that we might end up with number 3.
Yeah, that's how my grandma and grandpa had so many kids.
I don't want to have so many. I just want to make it so I've got help for when we get like 10 acres.
That's
Because
relevant.
this girl,
It got cold outside.
Yeah, see, Mormons will tell you that it's because they're a religion that they have such huge families. No, it's living out in Utah and those damn winters out there that get them all those damn kids.
That's right.
listen,
They gotta stay
when you
warm.
have when you have a lot of kids, that's called free help. They're younger. They don't hurt near as much whenever you're picking whatever,
If they fall down,
harvesting and plowing.
they fall down, they just pick themselves right back up and keep going.
Yeah, when I fall down, it takes a little more oomph to get that butt up. And it hurts for a couple of days. I'm going to make the kids do it. And like when it comes to shoveling snow, that's why we got teenagers.
Well, that's one job I hated doing as a kid is shoveling freaking snow. God, I hated it.
The only time it was fun to shovel snow is when you were getting paid for it.
And it ain't fun.
This is my kind of day. I'm on number 2.
What the hell is that?
It is a Shiner Bock.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of Shiner Bock? What is wrong? You are not getting my beer. Stop it.
Now, if he was living in Europe, Germany, you could hand him that beer, it'd be okay. Of course, he'd probably laugh at that. He didn't have enough alcohol.
Sad thing is, it's the little girl that's throwing the fit over not getting my beer.
That's what mommy has.
Yeah.
Oh,
My beer back up.
Yep. So, Rich, what's going on with you today? Anything?
Other than I think I got whatever G-Webs had over the internet, not much.
Oh, God, he gave you an internet virus.
Yeah. I just woke up 15 minutes to a half hour ago, somewhere around there. I passed out, so. Just in time for your show.
I was off today. I was off yesterday. Tomorrow I gotta go back to hell. So, you see, I kept waiting on Scotsman to tell me to, fill out an application. He'd give me a job, but he never did. So, I had to settle on PSA.
Well, I'll tell you, I would have given you an application, but I'm dealing with so much BS right now. It's not even funny, and I'm trying to find a new job myself. So, yeah.
You're getting out of the gun business, or just looking for another job in the gun business?
I'm looking for another job in the gun business, brother. I've been in the gun business for almost 10 years. I ain't trying to leave it.
See, what Scotsman isn't telling you is he snuck down to South Carolina and he applied for the same job you did.
and the other part I'm not telling you is actually I know a few people at PSA.
Well, you could call him and put in a good word for him.
I could, but why would I do that when I'm trying to put a good word in for myself?
Yeah, I mean he's competing with you for the job,
Well, here's the thing about PSA. They got stores all over the state. Pick another one.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that to you, brother.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't. But I'm not sure that if you and I worked at the same place, anything would ever get done the way we go back and forth.
Oh, it would. It would still get done.
It's just everybody else would be going crazy.
It would just get
I
done
think
with
what
a lot
else
of
is
fun.
going to say is he can't do two things at one time.
Oh, I can do two things at one time. I can put up with you and Scotsman at once. Hell, that right there in itself is a miracle. And I'll tell you one better than that. I had put up with Scotsman.
He's a fucking miracle.
I had put up with Scotsman, Allen, and Biker Bob all at the same time.
Yeah, he has.
So
Yeah, who hasn't done that?
that takes some doing, especially when Biker Bob was talking about having sex with farm animals and
Yeah. Biker Bob's a whole different character.
There was the first Alan B Pro live chat too, where Bob couldn't figure out if he had a horse or a dog.
Yeah, oh God, Bob.
Must have been a small horse.
I ain't seen him in a while. I
Just
wonder
that big
how
of a
he's
dog.
doing. Has anybody seen Bob?
I try not to.
No.
He can post his stuff on Instagram. Using his account anyway.
Yeah, he's posting stuff on Instagram, but I haven't seen any videos or anything.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in forever. I get the one worrying about him up there in Canada. You know, Bigfoot might have got a hold of him.
He is Bigfoot. What are you talking about?
No, he has a Bigfoot. I'm not sure if he is Bigfoot.
No, he is Bigfoot. He's a maple syrup drinking Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm. He is from Canada.
Yep.
So that would make a lot of sense. So, guys, I've been thinking, I've got that 22 coming, that Ruger, and I'm trying to decide whether I want to go with a scope or a red dot. What's your opinions?
Depends on what you want to do with it.
Yeah, maybe some plinking, some squirrel hunting.
At what ranges are we talking?
No, probably not far. Well, I'd say less than 25 yards most of the time.
Yeah, iron sights are good.
Less than 25 yards, and red dot would be good enough for that.
Yeah, red dot, man. Don't waste your money on a scope.
You get
Anything under 100 yards, just go with the red dot.
you get a PSE. They make a decent one.
I like Vortex. Vortex
Well,
are
see,
bigger
the
arms.
thing that Calvarius, the thing about the iron sights are, when I was a kid, I could do that, but now my eyes are starting to go shit. So iron sights are probably not my best bet anymore.
You heard it live, guys. He's got brown eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got 2 Vortex red dots, and I haven't had an issue with either one of them.
I've got a Vortex on one of those in there, and I've got a the other one's a SIG T6.
Yeah, I also have a primary arms that I haven't had a single issue with either.
Oh, well, I do have a primary arms on my Wyndham. It's a scope though. It's a 1x6, and that sumbitch is sweet.
Is that the one with the ACSS replica in it?
It certainly is.
Yeah, those are nice.
Oh man. Hey, even Night Strike can hit something like that.
It is very copycat.
Outlaw Hatfield, ask Travis P11 for a budget red dot. Recoil of 22 is low, but you don't need fancy. And you're right, I don't. Nah, I'm just, I'm not expecting pinpoint accuracy out of it anyway. But, just good enough to pop a squirrel.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would trust one of Travis P11's Wish.com $25 red dots. They'll be like roll call on his $2 scope rings.
Oh, I'll tell you what I could do. I could get one of Sean's fake hogs.
I think you would be in the same situation. I don't know if I would trust one of them for anything other than range toy. Yeah.
I don't know. According to him, he put it on that 4570, I think he said. It worked fine. And hell, if it can handle that kind of abuse, it should be able to handle about anything.
Put it on a mod deuce and then test and see if it holds together.
The thing is how many rounds did he actually put through that 45-70? If he only shot one round, that doesn't qualify.
Sean never shoots just one round.
Yeah, punter, he ain't gonna shoot just one round. No.
If he says he took the gun out and shot it with it on there, he probably put a box and a half of rounds to it.
Oh, more than that.
So I'd have to ask him, but I'm sure he and he reloads. So
Yeah.
who knows how many he put through it. But hey,
Reloading is key.
well, I'm thinking about getting into that. I have never done it before, and you know,
It's easy, man. It's intimidating because you don't know. But if you find someone that's local that you know that can help you and walk you through the process to begin with, it's really easy once you get going. The biggest thing is just watch what you do, check your cases, make sure the powder's dropping properly, and you're good.
Yeah, right now I have absolutely nowhere to set up a reloading setup, so it's store-bought ammo for me.
well, see, I'm in the same predicament. So
And the other big thing is have good lighting. Like my bench, I have one big ass light on there so I can see the powder dropping and make sure the powder's right and it's in the case and all of that before I go anywhere.
but yeah, it's something I would like to get into at a later date when preferably when I got a place of my own and I can afford to really get the setup that I want.
Well, I'm not going to give away too much on here, but I will tell you, you might want to enter my next thing that I'm coming out with.
Oh, and what are you giving away?
I'm not going to get into it, but you might want to enter it.
Well, you can give us a hint.
Must be a Chris Vector.
I'm not going to say a damn word, but it's going to be one of the biggest giveaways, fundraisers I've ever done.
Okay.
Saying that's big
Okay.
after he was
And you guys know I've already done some big shit, so this is big.
Okay. Yes or no? Is there going to be a gun involved?
No gun.
Oh well. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
A new car.
Yeah, we'll take that. You put a new car in there, we'll sell the car, buy the guns we want. Sounds like a perfectly reasonable thing. And speaking of guns, Scotsman, my birthday's coming up. And
I'm in the middle of building the 6.5 Creedmoor, so yeah, good luck with that.
And I'll give you a break. I will give you a break. You don't have to get the CZ brand or the Chris Vector. I'll take a
Glock.
Galil Ace.
I tell you what, if you want to buy a
costs
gun,
as much as the Vector, man.
if you want to buy a quality gun, I'll sell one to you, and I'll give you the friend price.
Oh, and what quality gun is that? And what is the friend price?
I'm getting rid of all my striker fire guns. I sold one over the weekend, and the only striker fire I have left is my Beretta APX, which has 2 frames, 6 magazines, case, 2 holsters. One's a custom holster. And I'm gonna get rid of that too.
Why are you getting rid of all your striker fires?
Because I shoot a hammer gun way better.
Well,
I'm a revolver guy, and on my semi-autos, I don't know what it is, but same thing. I can shoot a hammer gun, excellent. Striker fire, I have issues every time. I get good groups, but they're just not where they're supposed to be.
yeah, I've seen a lot of people like that. Some people just don't handle striker fire guns nearly as well as they do a hammer fire.
Yep. And that's it. I love hammer fire. I'm a revolver guy, so I'm used to that long pull and stuff like that. And yep, I don't know what it is. I pick up a striker fire pistol and I go to shoot and I suck. I pick up my semi-auto with a hammer. Bam, I'm good. I'm gold. So I'm done. I'm selling them. So the last one I got is the APX, and that bad boy's going out. And I love that gun. That gun's awesome, but I just can't shoot it properly.
I thought you had a what is the P09?
No, that's on my the P09 is on my list.
And that's not a striker fire anyway.
No. Which one's the striker fire? The P10?
The P10 is right.
Yeah.
I want the P09, and I want to sell my Beretta so I can get the P09.
Yeah, I want a P06, but they don't make them anymore, bastards.
I've looked at the PL7, but for me, it's just too small.
The P06 is the same thing as the P01. It's just in 40 instead of 9mm.
Yeah, I'm not a 40 kind of guy.
Eventually,
You get the right 40 loading, and you're getting upwards of almost just about 357 velocity and whatnot out of it. Like the round I carry.
I still want one of those CZ Rammies. I don't know what it is about that little gun. I love it. Small, compact, and it's a CZ, so you can't go wrong.
Yes. I've come to a conclusion that everybody's been loading 40 Smith & Wesson wrong the entire time.
Oh.
Because they're all going by the FBI requirement, which was they put a 10mm round inside the 40 Smith & Wesson casing. No, what they should have done is been going lighter. You put a 135 grain bullet in 40 Smith & Wesson, you're looking at 357 sig velocities out of it.
Oh.
You know, my thing is if you're gonna go 40, just man up and go 10mm.
Well, with my arm, I ain't trying to shoot a 10mm right now. And that's another thing with you get a smaller bullet in the 40 Smith & Wesson, you don't have to use as much powder. You actually get a lower recoiling round, and you're still getting more power out of it than you do with a 9mm.
I was thinking about picking up a 40 and then just buying a barrel for 357 sig.
Yeah. Have you actually looked at the Federal HST low recoil 40 Smith & Wesson round?
Nope.
It's still doing 1,200 feet per second and producing almost 500 foot-pounds. And that's their low recoil round.
I'll tell you, I'm kind of like Rich. Federal HST is the only stuff I carry in all my semi-autos.
My carry around right now is Laser Powerball in 135, which is made by Corbon. It out of a 4-inch barrel, they advertise it at 1,325 feet per second and 526 foot-pounds.
I use gold dots. In my 9mm is 124 grain. In my 45, I'm using 185 grain.
And by the way, that 1,325 is out of a reduced powder load, which makes it a lower recoiling than like your standard 180 grain, 165 grain, not 40 Smith & Wesson load too. So, which when you look at the stats of what these people are doing with the low recoil stuff in 40, this adds up to the fact that everybody's been loading 40 wrong. If you look at the Underwood hollow point, where they use a full powder charge for the 40 Smith & Wesson, they use the same powder charge as they do for the 108. Everybody else is using for like 165, 180 grain. They're getting 1,400 and almost 600 foot-pounds of energy out of 40 Smith & Wesson 135 grain round.
I don't know. Do you hand load 357 mag? Scotsman?
I have not loaded it yet. I am getting ready to set up for it. I do have the Dillon Purdue B, which is set up for 357 mag. But I gave away all my 357 mag brass because I wasn't ready to load at the time when I had it. So I gave all that stuff away. So I have no 357 mag brass right now.
Well, the reason I was asking you, that would have to be cheaper than buying the stuff at the store. A lot.
Oh
cheaper.
yeah, big time. It's just like 44 mag. I'm set up for 44 mag. I have the laser cast bullets. Those are all lead bullets, but man, for what I picked those things up for, I got 500 for it was like $30,
Very bad.
which is extremely good, considering that when you buy a box of 50 rounds of 44 mag, your average price is about $35. So yeah, I mean, I picked those up, and I'm all set up for that too. I just haven't done them yet. Like I said, like I said earlier, I got a lot of shit going on right now, but I did put the second press on the bench. It's up. It's ready to go. Got to start putting all the dies in and start rocking and rolling on that. That one's mainly going to be for rifle though, for a 6.5 Creedmoor and 223. I just got a few other things I got to buy to get that project going as well. So.
You know, it would be interesting to see what a person could really get out of 357 Magnum hand loaded.
You can do really good with it. You know, it's 357 and 44 mag. You know, if you look at the history of the cartridges, there was a few people that read about to those cartridges coming out and how those cartridges came about. And the majority of it was they approached Smith & Wesson and said, hey, you know, I want you to make this round because I'm doing this round and I'm taking it to the level where I'm almost blowing my gun up. So, you know, so the Magnum rounds were born because people were loading the specials to velocities and loads that were beyond what they're supposed to be.
I don't know.
If you want to experiment with 357 loads, I suggest getting an end frame revolver in 357 and have at it. It'd be cool if they made an X frame in 357 because then you can really go hog wild on it.
Well, what I was thinking was this: instead of going handgun at all, get some hot load 357s and put them in like a Henry rifle, one of those 357 lever actions, and just to see what you could actually get out of a 357.
Well, see, the problem here's the one issue that I have with that, and Rich might agree too. But the problem there is that the barrel's so long, you're not going to get a true test unless you do it in a handgun.
Yeah. Anything you shoot out of a rifle is going to artificially increase.
No, it's going to give you more
because you're going to have a longer barrel for burning off all that power. It's going to give you a much higher velocity than anything you would get out of a handgun. If you want to find out what the round's actually capable of, you got to do it out of a handgun.
Yeah, if I was gonna try and load a 357 hot, I'd be looking at either a Model 19, a Model 28, Model 27.
28's a 45.
Highway Patrolman.
Yeah, they were carrying the Model 27, the 28, 45 Munkel.
Yeah, it matters not.
I mean, it's the same gun, just a different caliber.
Yeah.
The 27 was the 357, the 28 was the 45 long Colt, and the 29 was the 44 Magnum.
They don't even make the 28 no more, do they? That was because years ago I was looking for a double action 45 long Colt, and that's what you kept seeing.
Yeah.
And you know, the only other thing out there that comes close is one of those Taurus Judges or that Smith & Wesson, whatever it's called.
The Governor?
Yeah. I don't want that shit. To me, that's just ugly as fucking sin.
Yeah, get yourself a reproduction 1875 Remington. Of course, that's a single action.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. I was looking for a double action.
They might make a reproduction of the Colt Thunderer. That's essentially a double action peacemaker.
You know, I'm surprised that not Ruger makes a Red Hawk in 45 long Colt, don't he? I'm pretty sure Ruger puts one out. Scotsman, you're the expert. Don't
Yeah.
Ruger put out a 45 long coat Red Hawk?
They make a 45 long coat, and they also make they just came out with a GP 110 millimeter also.
Yeah.
See, I should have just waited on my got the 10 millimeter instead of 357.
That 10 millimeters in my future. It's a ways away, but it's in my future.
You know, I've got this feeling there's a lot of things.
You are human, so you would like your millimeters.
Dude, the list of guns I want, and especially revolvers, is ridiculously long.
Well, we got into that conversation last night. The dream guns.
I already
the number
I
one.
already got one of mine.
The number one revolver on my list right now is the Smith & Wesson 460, so I can put 454 Casull in it and carry that bad boy.
No, I want a 627.
You see, I don't understand why you'd want to carry something that big. It's a lot of weight to be packing around every day.
What,
You know what, man?
627?
I carry my 29, and I love it. I love walking around my Model 29. That thing is freaking sweet.
A lot of damn gun, brother.
Like I said last night, I already got one of my dream guns right here. The bestest 40 Smith & Wesson caliber handgun ever produced.
Now, see there, you're going to make people start drooling. We try to avoid gun porn on here.
Yeah, well, sometimes it can't be avoided.
You know, I'm going to have to clean up everything after you guys leave because people slobber and drool everywhere every time somebody shows a gun. It just gets annoying after a while.
You're just jealous that you don't have one.
No, I'm not jealous at all. No. One of these days, I'll get on here with a Chris Vector and my
You're the only
FNX.
person that wants a Chris Vector, so you're not going to make anybody jealous with that.
My FNX 45 and my CZ Brim. And y'all can draw a little bit.
Nah, not really.
Well, that's because you have no taste.
No, the CZ Bren I'll agree with. Everything else, yeah, no, I'm good.
The only reason you say that's because you're a CZ fanboy.
No, I'm not a CZ fanboy. I'm part of the CZ Mafia.
Exactly. That's it in a nutshell. And I happen to agree with you. CZ makes one hell of a gun.
I can tell you right now, there is not a single one of those guns that I have shot where I have not been able to keep a group right exactly where I want. Every one I picked up is hit exactly where I apply that damn gun at.
Yeah, I'd like to have a little collection of CZs and a little collection of SIGs. You know, just two of everything they own or make,
I'm
produce.
not a big SIG guy, to be honest.
You know, my thing with SIGs, and this is just me, they have a spongy trigger. I don't like the spongy trigger.
Yeah, I don't like how their decocker's set up. I like the decocker on this because it's set up like a 1911 safety. And all you got to do is push it down. It's not that where you got that little cutaway and you got to push down and it's all exposed. You know what I mean? This one, it's all internal. There's no cutaway for that where you push down their little decocking lever. I don't know, that just seems like someplace where if you were to get dirt in there, it could really foul up your gun.
Well, if you get dirt anywhere on a gun, it could foul it up.
Yeah, but the SIGs had that slot right there. I mean, it's just like asking for trouble. I don't know.
I've never understood why the Europeans started putting the slot of the mag releases on the bottom of their fucking gun.
Oh, that goes all the way back to when they first started making semi-auto handguns.
Yeah, I know. And
they just never wised up that, hey, maybe we should move it to somewhere better.
Yeah.
And by the way, not all European guns have that because this one clearly does not have that. This one's got the paddle style here.
Damn.
Yeah, you
Well,
know when that thing kicks a mag out.
Yeah, apparently it works as
Yes.
advertised.
Uh-huh. This thing just spits your mags out. And remember, this is on an unloaded mag. There ain't no problems with this thing ejecting that empty magazine.
I've not had any problems with any of my guns ejecting, except the Wyndham. The Wyndham does not like that factory magazine it came with for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, but just getting back to the cocker. Yeah, here's your safety, right? But then you do that to the cocker, and it's all internal. There's no slots or anything for it. Just it's all right there. One simple control to use.
Puts it straight back into double action.
Yeah.
Yep,
What's the pit trigger pull on that?
it's not too bad, but this one's been modified. It's not stock trigger. Very little effort whatsoever. And unlike Foosa's CZ50, here my finger is perfectly fine.
Yeah,
By the way, the trigger on this was modified before I bought it. So.
Foose is just a wimp. You know, you got to overlook him.
But if I remember correctly, it says around a stock, it's got an 11 to 12 pound trigger in double action, and in single action, it's supposed to be around 4 to 5 pounds. If I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember the exact stats on. But this one's been lightened a little bit, not a lot, but a little.
I tell you what we need to do, guys, and I've been thinking about it here lately. We've got a member of my panels that shows up on a regular basis, and he's got a few nice guns, but he don't have an AR in his collection, and I think we need to remedy that.
Fine, Nate, don't start because you got one too, and you said so on Midnight's show. So.
I think we need to get Gary convinced to buy himself an AR.
Holy crap! Gary doesn't have an AR.
Gary does not have an AR.
Damn! You're supposed to be the tactical chicken.
My chicken has one.
Yeah. Where the hell is yours?
I don't know. This is tiny. It's only about a half-inch long.
That's what she said.
Yeah. It's a good job Jan's not around.
Yeah.
I have exactly one AR. So.
I have the one AR that I was given, and I'm very grateful for. And then it was actually donated by Janice Gay. But I'm also building my 6.5 Creedmoor AR right now. I'm in the process of building that.
I am thinking about putting together a 9mm AR.
Oh my God, Kingpin! No, don't go there. He's out there saying that one day Gary needs to get an AR because one day he's going to buy a Glock.
Gary already owns a Glock.
Yes, I do.
Never
I know
Glock.
Scotsman likes Glocks.
Fuck Glock.
Never Glock.
Hey, you can't blame Gary for that, okay? That's not Gary's fault.
Bullshit.
George
I can
pretty
play
much.
however I want. He's got a damn Glock. Screw you. Screw Glock.
Hey,
Glock sucks.
you got to blame George. It was George's fault.
Yeah,
George got inside his head.
who are not Glock people.
No. You cannot go blaming the George. George is fluffy and cute and cuddly. You cannot blame him for
I
nothing.
was gonna say you can't blame the pussy.
It's
that.
George's fault. It's George's fault. I'm telling you, he got inside
No.
Gary's head.
No. I am not going to believe that.
Slim Cowboy has a good suggestion for Gary.
He makes
Sell
an
a Glock
excellent-
and buy an AR.
Exactly. Get rid of that piece of crap that's in your hand, sell it, and buy an AR.
Or build an AR. You know, buy the parts to build it.
So So now that we're all here and we're all in agreement that Gary needs an AR, which manufacturer do you think he ought to get it from? I would vote Wyndham.
Well, it depends. Is he gonna build one, or is he buying one that's stock?
Well, I guess that would be up to
If he's
him.
building it, he has a lot of different options.
Well, if he's building it,
stock,
if you're going to build one, PSA all the way. There you go. Make it easy for you.
I bought when I put mine together. I bought a pre-built one upper from Carry's Guns, and I love that upper. They use FN barrels. Paid under $300 for it for a 10.5-inch upper.
Oh, speaking of which, for anybody that's interested, I got a buddy that's wanting to sell a Anderson 9mm lower. Pistol lower, and he's wanting. He sent me a message earlier. Let me check it right here.
is it fixed or is it one that was converted?
What do you mean?
Does it have the block or is it designed to be a 9mm?
Oh, it's designed to be a 9mm.
How much do you want?
300, the best offer, he said.
Wow, for a PSA, really?
No, Anderson.
Oh, Anderson? Still, that's high.
Yeah, that's high for an Anderson.
Yeah, but it's he says it's got a brace with it. So,
Well, yeah, that depends on what brace it has.
Yeah.
It's only got like a shockwave on it. I'm not a fan of the shockwave blades either.
That's still pretty high. I mean, I was looking at a 9mm lower because I got.
If it's got like the SBA3 or something on it, or the SB PDW, the PDW alone you get 300 for the brace.
But if you're interested, I mean, I can get him to send me a picture and I can shoot it off to you.
Yeah, it's still kind of high. But let me know what it is. Let me know what the parts are, and you know, let me know. You got my number. Let me know.
Yep. Well, hey, the reason he came to me is because he knows I know all of you wonderful individuals. So,
well, I'm looking at, and this is for a friend of mine, but New Frontier Armory makes an AR9 lower, and it has a lot of upgrades already with it, for $170. And it already has a lot of additional extras on there, including an extended magazine release and all that good jazz. So it's kind of cool for the price. Damn good price.
Yep. Well, guys, we have been going about an hour now, despite my little hiccup earlier at the beginning of the show, which I'm blaming Scotsman for because he keeps pissing YouTube off.
Woo! Fuck YouTube. Eat a politics.
See what I mean? This is what causes the problems right here. You've got to get over that aggravation with YouTube and just realize they're idiots.
Hey, somebody's hollering for you out in the chat, Andy.
Oh,
You're trying to get rid of aggravation with YouTube.
At least Scotsman isn't going around like Matt and putting up sales sites on other people's chats and then having the other person accidentally close the chat and having everybody think you just got struck and everything.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would like for everybody to say hello to my sister, Jenny. She is out in the chat right now. And she is probably the only person I know that, well, other than my nieces, that still calls me Andy. So
I figured that's who it was.
Yeah, that's my sister Jenny Lynn.
That's the one you had everybody say happy birthday to the one time.
Yep, that'd be the one. That would be the one. She's the backbone of the whole family. She's what holds us all together. So,
Well, someone has to be the backbone, and it ain't you.
oh no, they don't want it to be me. I've caused too much trouble in my life. They know better than that.
It's in the name.
Hopefully, she knows to ignore midnight when he starts.
Yeah, she'll figure it out real quick. Midnight Range is the idiot. He's the town fool. We just let him out once in a while. Even he has to get a little fresh air once in a while.
Yeah, the only time you pay attention to him is when he's telling you how to cook something.
Yeah, if he's talking about cooking something, you better listen because he's a pretty good fry cook.
Yeah, if you get him in the kitchen and he's in the kitchen, he's a pretty good shoe chef.
He wears his little pink Hello Kitty apron and all. It's really nice. He puts on his red high heels with it. It's just,
So did you send your sister a picture of you all gussied up for your interview?
Hell no.
Oh darn, we'll have to send that to her then.
Dutchman, you got your phone handy to show her?
I think I got a copy of it on my computer here.
See, we don't need to be seeing things like that. We just want to avoid all of that completely. And by the way, Scotsman, you're an asshole.
I know. Thank you. You're welcome.
I got home from work the other night and everybody's telling me, you got to go check out the Scotsman's.
Your sister wants the pic.
Not going to happen, Jimmy.
Somebody showed the pic. Come on. I'm not trying to dig through Instagram, or I would.
Well, I ain't digging through it.
You're welcome, brother. It had to be done.
Yeah, just pretend it.
There you go, Jenny. Take a look at that screen. There he is.
See, you would do that to me, wouldn't you?
Well, your sister deserves to be able to see you look presentable at least once in her life.
You know what? And that's the thing is you actually look somewhat presentable.
Yeah.
God, you guys are jerks.
You know why? It's because we love you and you're an asshole and we love you.
Yeah, if we didn't like you, we wouldn't pick on you.
Yes, I realize this, and then God help me. With friends like you, I'll never need enemies. Lord, speaking of that, midnight, we're supposed to be doing a roast for you coming up here real short. So we all need to get together and sit down.
Now, why are you going to make a roast for him when he's the cook?
Well, because we all figured his ass needs to be burned. It's been a couple months since we did Matt, so now it's Midnight's turn.
No, it's been a couple months since you tried to do one for Matt.
Well, trying to roast Matt is like trying to roast a burnt.
If you guys would have been paying attention to the chat, we were out there roasting him much worse than what you guys were.
Well, that was the practice run. We'll get better as we go. Hopefully next time people will do their homework like I told them to and actually come up with some stuff.
I mean, I actually came up with Matt looks like he does because he was auditioning for the remake of Salem's Lot, and he wanted to play the role of the vampire and was going for the natural look.
It fits. Calaveras, you're more than welcome. You know me, I'll throw out anybody out there. Just be prepared because everybody's going to end up under the bus because they always do. But yes, we need to sit down with Midnight and discuss when we're going to get that show up and going. Me and Sarge should have another show coming up in a couple of weeks, another wrestling chat. And yes, Rich, I will make sure you're there.
I have a question for you.
Okay, go right ahead.
Since I'm such an asshole, when do I get roasted?
You get roasted daily. We talk crap about you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, especially Gunpowder. She just loves talking crap about you.
Yeah, well,
Nah, I don't think I've ever said anything negative about Scott. To be quite honest.
No, I don't think you ever have. Alice has because he's an asshole, but that's Alice.
Yeah. Would you have me any other way?
Fuck no.
Okay then. Sit over there and shut up. Stop whining.
I'm not whining. Roast me, bitch.
Anyway, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Let's run it through the room, see if these guys got anything to plug, and we are going to start with Scotsman.
Well, number one, thank you for having me, brother. I appreciate it. Number two, Jenny, I'm so fucking sorry. So sorry you have to deal with this guy. Number three,
You should see what I have to deal with for her. Every time I go visit her, she always puts a shovel in my hand and tells me to start digging every single time.
Well, that's because she knows you're going to just get yourself so buried in bullshit. And,
she's just trying to help you out.
Yeah.
she's trying to help you out.
Making sure I'm getting that exercise.
That's it. Number three, and lastly that I have, guys, I do have something pretty big coming up here, probably within 2 to 4 weeks. I can't give an exact number because I'm trying to pay bills and stuff like that, but I do have something pretty cool coming up here in the next few weeks, so stay tuned on that. But again, thank you, brother. Appreciate the invite. Good to be here. Good to talk with everybody. Rich, Gizzard, Gunpowder.
And we thank you for showing up and joining us. Rich, what you got coming up? Anything in particular?
Yeah, got this show Sunday nights before Scotsman goes live and before Midnight goes live over on the Unloaded Media channel this week Unloaded. And since Scotsman forgot to throw it out there, hashtag help a brother out.
Always. What about you, Gunpowder? You got anything to plug? She probably does not even realize she's muted or she's busy doing something else. So we're going to move on to Gary.
GizzardGary.com. Also, remember today is Every Second Matters because it's the second of the month. So promote the Second Amendment wherever you go, whatever you do. Also, join gunchannels.com. It's a great place to be. You get to hang with people like us. Check out guntube.org and like, share, and subscribe. The Outlaw Hatfield. And thanks for the invite.
You are more than welcome. Gunpowder,
Thank
you
you,
back?
Andy.
Yeah.
Hey, Gary,
Back.
can you talk one more time?
Yeah. What do you want?
Perfect. That's all I needed. I got it. Thank you.
Okay.
He just screenshotted that.
Yeah, that scares me. I don't know what you got planned, dickhead, but be careful.
Oh, that's going up on Instagram. He's probably doing
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
It's already there.
No, I can see it. Yeah. Anyway, guys, we're going to get the hell out of here. Don't forget, we got Ghost Tactical coming up in about 2 minutes now. He starts, well, no. Yeah, in about 2 minutes. Damn, I was looking at my clock wrong. He starts at 8 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, we have Hit or Miss with Night Strike. Be sure to check both of them out. Sometime around midnight tonight, we should have G-Webs doing the Daily Gun Show. It's always nice to keep up with G and figure out where he's at and what he's doing. He's back on the road again doing the Lupo tour, so there ain't no telling where he's going to be or how long he's going to be there. Guys, say a prayer for him. Make sure he stays safe out on that road. He puts himself out there. He does a lot of traveling, and he probably does more good for the Second Amendment and what we all stand for than all of us in this panel put together. So G-Webs is doing a hell of a job out there, and just make sure you say a prayer, keep him in your thoughts, and he's got a Patreon out there. Go give $1 or $2, just to keep him funded and up and running. Guys, again, check out gunchannels.com. It's a great resource. There's people on there that will tell you information about any kind of gun that you could possibly want to know about. You got guys that's into classic firearms. You got guys that are into the hot new stuff out there. reloading. It's just a great little community over there that we got and that we're all very proud to be part of. And speaking of which, before we go any further, Scotsman, you need to start doing more over there, brother. We don't see you on gun channels enough.
I do actually have so my 6.5 that I'm building will be there on gun channels, Gun Streamer, and on GunTube, because YouTube can eat a ball of dicks because they won't let me make those videos.
There you go. That's it, guys. Y'all have a good night, and we will talk to you later.